Welcome to AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League in Round 4 on Larrakia Country. Today we have the Wanderers hosting the Palmerston Magpies. My name is Leo King and I'm joined by Will Zwar today. This should be an interesting battle for both teams here, Will.
Yeah, it should be a great day. Great to be here, Leo. It's still quite hot conditions, but those heat policy rules aren't in effect, so we'll have our full 18-minute flat game today. Wanderers looking for not only their first win, their first goal of the season today. They've had a pretty rough start. They've played against St Mary's. They've also played against Pint, who we know they're another one of those massive teams. Two of the big three they've already had. In round one, they had the Darwin Buffaloes, who they lost to by 73 points. So, as I said, looking for their first win, looking for their first goal of the season. A few notable inclusions for them this year. They seem to be getting a little bit stronger year on year. We know they've been down the doldrums for a few years. And down the other end, it's Palmerston, who looking for their second win in a row. They, I don't know how much I like having it, Leo. You might have some experience in it, but they had the bye round one. Someone's got to have it, but I just feel like it can sort of start you a little bit behind the eight ball. And yeah, fifth at the moment, 1 win, 1 loss, looking for their second win today. But yeah, maybe they could or should be a little bit higher than their fifth place suggests.
Yeah, no, I hate round one buys. It just means a longer pre-season. So, yeah, no, thanks. But no, I think both teams can get a lot out of this game today. Palmy had a really impressive win against Waratahs last week and looked everything a finals team. And Wanderers feel like they've almost kicked a goal in these past few games, so that's probably a goal for them. They're probably not looking too much on the scoreboard. What little wins can they take out of this game? So we'll see how we go. This first quarter should be interesting. Both teams want to have a good start here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think particularly Wanderers, they have been blown out of the water a few times this year and last year, and they just want to make sure they stay competitive and in the game for as long as possible. I think that's what Paul Maher, their coach, should be hoping for first year at the helm for them this year. He would be wanting them to just keep going. I think the two goals he'd want would be keep going for all 4 quarters, make it a contest the whole game, and also just to not let that lead blow out too far, or too early, I should say. Something that does go the Wanderers' favour. Only 3 players coming to the bench for the Magpies, so it looks like they're rolling with 19 today, 18 today. 19 today. Trying to do my maths in my head. Not a strong suit, Leo. But looking like the Wanderers will be kicking towards the right of your screen, towards Darwin Airport here at TIO Stadium. They won the toss. Palmerston Magpies kicking to the left. Final predictions, Leo?
I'm going to predict Palmy to get over, but I reckon Wanderers kick a goal. I reckon they get one early.
I reckon they'll get a couple. I hope they get a couple for them. Give them a little bit of confidence. In the ruck.
Hot out there.
It's going to be Ella Ward starting in the ruck up against, I think that might be Haley Chowder-Savi. Not typically who I would have thought they'd put in the ruck, but they're giving her a go in the middle. And tapped down by Ward, gets the first hit out of the game. It pops forward for Wanderers. Now they're just kicking it to advantage. Ellis trying to get onto it early. She got a little toe poke forward on half-back, wrapped up by the Magpies. Little handball, almost a little netball pass came out there. Zarella, she works it forward now. Oh, there's a lot of blue jumpers, so maybe they will be looking to get that first goal on the board. Send a little bit of a ripple through the competition, show some improvement. Good strong tackle there from Angel R. Fat. Ball still alive. Here comes Chowder-Seville into the forward line. Rolls through. Keeping alive. I think that might be Ashanti Bush. Gets a handball up. Or ping for holding the ball and a throw. So it'll be a free kick to the Magpies. They were nearly away there, Leo.
Oh, they really were. That was really unlucky. I thought that was pretty stiff. I thought that was a handball, but Wanderers looking really good early. Great numbers to the contest.
Kick goes down the line. That's a good kick and a good mark there. I think that might be their coach there. Kicks across the face. Or looking for a switch, I should say. And now they're pushing it down the line. Here's Brianna Burt. A bit too easy down this near side for Palmerston. They've done it with ease. Here comes Cotter. She picks it up. Oh, a good steal though. I think that might be Parryman. Just gets it out into space. Having to run back is Perry. She's had a big couple of weeks from Palmerston to Paris. Was in Melbourne a few days ago as well for Melbourne Fashion Week, and now gracing the turf of TIO Stadium. Inside the forward 50, the Magpies look to go, but that's a good defensive mark there taken from Toledo Booth. She finds a target at half-back. Good build there. Here's Armistead. A good addition to their side. Pushes down the line. Good kick. Couldn't be marked there by King. And Perry, she wraps it up, gets a handball away. Advantage is allowed. So now it's with Erica Rowe, their coach, their playing coach today. Inside 50 she goes. Picking it up and a handball comes out. Now with Golowan. Ball spills down. And there will be another free kick for a throw. So it looks like they're going to be pretty hot on that disposal today, Leo.
Yeah, they really are. They're not letting any dodgy handballs get away. So good start from both teams. This Wanderers just a couple mistakes away from possibly scoring a goal. But Palmy, good pressure there and a good turnover. And now they have a shot on goal.
Sienna Niesner lining up. Notable goal kicker for them. And I think it's going to be brought back. Wasn't a good kick, so she'll be thankful for that. I think her teammate might have gotten a little bit too close to her. So not an infringement, but just somewhat interrupted the play. Not really sure. That's the best bet. That's a better kick. Top of the square it's going to go. Won't trouble the scorers. Pops down in front. Try to be kicked through there. I think that might be Dean. And now Wanderers with numbers. Just get it out of there. Oh, through the centre corridor. Dangerous. Now with Thomas. Pops out. Cotter waiting for it to pop out to her. Wanderers go out that far side. So they've been pretty steadfast in defence so far early, Leo.
Yeah, they definitely have been. Their backline's holding up really well, and even in that contest, they're getting really, really good numbers to the ball. So definitely a positive start, and as they go along this outer wing here.
Thought Golan was going to get that ball, but she needed a little bit of help. Instead, here comes Bush. She takes a bounce, running through the middle of the ground, kicks it inside the forward 50, looking for a target, goes in front of her. She's goal side, picks it up, runs in, kicks, and the Wanderers, they get their first goal. No, it's just a behind.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. That was such a good passage to play as well, but Wanderers still looking very dangerous. They keep looking like this, they will definitely get multiple goals today.
Oh, absolutely heartbreaking, Leo.
Oh, that's devastating. It's a coach killer, that one.
Oh, still up on the wave, and I can't believe she missed that one. Teddy Bush, poor thing. Now, Magpies will come back in. Wanderers intercept on half forward. Pingfer holding the ball low, a little bit unlucky. And again, the umpires also noted incorrect disposal. They'll look for a quick cross coming to Nina Dean here. She'll play on. Pushing it out wide, looking for Perry. Safe hands, had the pressure coming front on, but just had a bit of composure. Now she goes down, finds Carlton, can't take the mark. She'll roll around onto her right. That's a beautiful kick again inside centre half forward, but intercepted by Burke at half back. And the Wanderers, they're looking like they're going for a run. Good Shepherd. Haven't seen a lot of them from the Wanderers side the past couple of years. The team's really starting to come together. That kick bounces off the chest. Oh, good run down tackle. Umpire's not unsatisfied with that one though. Changes his tune. Now the Wanderers through the middle of the ground. It'll pop to them again. Showing a little bit of fight here. Ball comes out wide. Now with, I think that might be Armistead again. Now with Chowder Seville. Taken there at half back. No, still up for dispute. An extra Wanderers number from the top of the 50. Going in again to Bush. Full forward, takes him up, plays on. Can she make amends? Through for a goal this time. And the Wanderers are on the board in season 25-26.
Oh, how good is that? Ashanti Bush will be feeling a lot better about herself now. That's fantastic bodywork though in that contest. Timed it perfectly and then decided to play on and definitely made sure of that one. So that's an absolutely fantastic sign for Wanderers, and I'm sure those girls will be over the moon that they're on the board. That hump is off the back, so hopefully there's more to come.
That one almost the exact same position, exact same style of play, just about running into an open goal. Daylight between. Neves didn't get to her, and Teddy Bush has kicked that first goal for the Wanderers. 1-1-7 they go up. This is foreign territory for them, Leo.
Oh, definitely. They don't know what to do here, but no, great start here. Hopefully they can keep this going, but really good numbers to the contest. They're just every time the ball's in dispute, there's a blue jumper there. So Palmerston a bit shell-shocked here. You'd expect them to respond, but we'll see how we go.
Park the bus, blow the siren. They're in front. Back in the middle of the ground now. Tap down again. Magpies get first disposal through there. They were a little hesitant. Bounces through past Ward at centre half forward. They've had a ruck change already. High contact there, so Wanderers will have the ball on half back. Wanderers looking for an interchange. They could make it work here if they can take the mark. They do through Arfat. Cardona caught a little bit behind the ball as she came onto the ground, but Wanderers still have the ball. They go inside 50 again to a one-on-one. Bush is there at the back again, trying to make her body do the work. Teddy Bush is also joining up. She picks it. She can be pretty mercurial and she gets on the right foot. Umpire calls play on, spills out, and Dean will try and get it out of there. Umpire calls play on again, not required distance. Then from Rowe, and they get it out of there, though they find 3 Wanderers players. They'll take it and play on. Inside 50 they go. That's a good kick. Nearly intercepted there by Torsney and bounces out over the boundary line.
Yeah, great start from Wanderers. I think the message from the coach has just been go quick, use that leg speed, because there's a very young, quick team Wanderers have got, and they're really utilising that. So, fantastic start, and they are dominating the inside 50s at the moment. Yeah,
a lot more structure to their game this week as well, which has been good to see. That's probably been one of the criticisms a lot of people have had the last couple of years, just that they don't really seem to know what they're doing when they're out there when they do get the ball going their way. But Paul Marr certainly has changed that. And a good mark again at the back from Sophie Armistead. So Palmerston really struggling to get it sort of into their forward 50 these last couple of minutes. Good kick inside 50, finds a target. And I don't know if this will quite be a shot on goal. No, it won't. Popped over the top there. And a mark is taken from Janita Kingsley.
Oh, that's fantastic from Wanderers. Set up that defensive wall perfectly. Great kick inside 50 there. And then quickly spotted Kingsley, and now she's got a relatively easy shot on goal. So they could go up 2 and a bit goals here.
Gemma Ellis with the potential assist there. Good vision just to move quickly. Here she comes in, and they've got a second on the board. This one through Janita Kingsley, and the Wanderers have skipped out to an unlikely 13-point lead.
Yeah, I think Palmerston are coming to this game thinking they'd kind of roll over Wanderers like they've done the past few years, but that is certainly not going to happen today. Wanderers have really come to play a fantastic start. Really quick ball movement, good skills. This is a really, really strong start from the Wanderers, and they're up 2 goals, and that's a lot in women's footy. We know that scoring can sometimes be of the essence, so this is fantastic. Palmerston don't want to concede again here.
Yeah, Palmerston do have a little bit of star power of their own as well. So I'm never going to rule them out, I don't think, but they need to get on their bike and come to play. Definitely a little bit shell-shocked. How can they turn it around here? Chowder Seville in the middle again. Very undersized in the ruck, but a gallant effort. I'm sure she'll put up today. She does every week. Here comes Neesner. She goes to full forward. Beautiful kick. Oh, instant reply. No. Shanked it from the top of the square again. So a few of them that time it was from Dakota Ward.
Yeah, that's unlucky. That was good movement from Palmerston. No great kick inside 50 there, but just pretty bad miss that one. They could come back to bite Palmerston.
About halfway through the quarter. In fact, we're more than halfway through the quarter, nearly at the 10-minute mark. And they'll come in long. Good hands there from Angel Arfat. Down the line she went. Rose, in fact, I think Perry and Rowe have spoiled each other, unlikely for 2 of their more experienced players, more notable players. Neesner again. She was run down instantly. And here, Wanderers come out of their back line. Ward, she picks it up. Kicks towards goal, top of the square. Oh, gee. Somewhat of a lucky bounce, didn't have enough legs on it. And Perry gets it out. Now with Fijo in the towards the boundary line, inside their defensive 50 though. So no lasso rule, it'll be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, really good composure from Wanderers in their back line. They're not panicking or anything. They know where to kick it, just along to the line. They're dealing with this pressure really, really well. So fantastic start from all 3 lines from the Muckmucks.
In the forward pocket for Palmerston. Neesner takes it off the rucks, but there'll be a free kick for a hold going the way of Ella Ward. One of their co-captains along with Hannah Torsney. Start of the day in the ruck, has moved into the forward line since then. And looks like, I think it might be Neesner has gone down with a little bit of pain. They wouldn't want her to be out for too long. She's one of their star forwards. Oh, good kick, but it faded well in that wind, and that's a mark in the back line there. I think that might be to Shakeen Desage. Out that far side, they're looking to go. Well, not the best kick, although it has gained a lot of ground. Magpies have numbers there they can work with. Not clean with it though. Here's Braun. She has to get a handball out from on her knees to Sarich. Inside the forward 50 she goes. Mark taken there. And it looks like Neeson is coming from the ground with a pretty heavy limp. So for Palmerston's sake, you hope that it's nothing too serious and she's not on the bench for too long. Meanwhile, ball spills through the hands. Carlton gets a handball out to the top. Running through, Davey. Good defence again from the Wanderers. Very impressive stuff. Carlton rolls around now. She goes for a snap, finds a target full forward, comes off hands. Davey had to get a handball out. And then finally they get a kick through, that time through Dakota Ward. And they're on the board.
It's about time for Palmerston. They've been dominating the inside 50s for the last 4 minutes. So one of them was going to go through eventually. Still a great fight from Wanderers down back, but I think a couple of their exit kicks were just a bit rushed and they were kicking to an out number. So that probably cost them, but no, Palmerston on the board as we expected, but Wanderers still in front. So we will see how we go for the rest of this first quarter. Wanderers would love to go in a quarter time with the lead, so let's see how they play out this remaining time of the first term.
So Neeson looks like she's heading into the cool room with a pretty heavy limp. It sort of looks like it's a bit of a hip or something like that. See, keep an eye on her, see how she goes. Margin reduced to a straight goal. Wanderers up 13-7. 6-point lead, just over 13 minutes gone in this first quarter here.
Yeah, Palmerston definitely don't have two on the bench for the rest of the day at 12 o'clock. That would not be ideal.
The flags on the Italian club just on the top left of your screen, you can see it pointing pretty strongly towards the right of screen, which means that Wanderers have the goal kicking end this quarter towards Darwin Airport. Tap down there by the Magpies and they just kick it forward through Davey, picked up by Ward. Toe poked out, here comes Bush. Takes one bounce, takes another. Through the middle of the ground, she's just roaring, she's going to full forward. That one's going to bounce a long way. Has it got legs on it? No, Perry getting back. She's in a bit of trouble herself though. She's picked a needle in the haystack out in the pocket. Umpire calls play on as the mark wasn't taken and the Magpies get out of what looked like some pretty heavy danger. It'll roll her out over the boundary line and we'll have a throw in.
Fantastic run by Bush in the middle there. That was just really opened the game up and Wanderers been doing that a lot, just that run and carry. I think that's the plan from the coach and it's working pretty well so far.
So ball comes in now, tapped down there by Rowe. Again, they've just got plenty of numbers here, the Wanderers. Good discipline into them this week. Now pops out. Torsney goes into the middle of the ground, looking for Carlton. Oh, good intercept there, just fumbled a little bit. Here comes Kingsley, and then poked to full forward. Oh, last line of defence. Tennille Shields had to be good there, and she was. Couldn't take the mark, but stops a certain goal. So important having that last play on the last line, isn't it, Leo?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, she read the play really well there. She saw that they were pretty far out that she could possibly touch it in the line, so that was a good goalkeeper role she played just then.
She comes in now, runs her distance, and then goes out finding Rowe. Pushes it out to the run of Carlton. She'll stop. Go back and reset. Goes to Rowe again. It's pushed up, so slowly but surely into the middle of the ground. Good mark again, just well helping her position there. Shannon Murphy has a runner, won't go there. Instead, she'll push it to centre half forward looking for Ward. Oh, good fly, couldn't take the mark, just spills off hands. Wanderers putting in some good defensive efforts here. Been really impressed with the growth they've shown today. Here comes Ward though, she picks up, gets a handball forward to a play all by herself. Caitlin Cotter inside 50, has a play in the goal square. Can't get it to her on an easy angle, so she'll have to roll around. Almost stripped of the ball. Good hunt from Parryman. Now Cotter, she'll have to try and work. Instead has to wrap her opponent up with the ball in hand, and we'll have a ball up in that forward pocket. A minute and a half left in the quarter.
Yeah, both teams will be locking it down here, red time.
Ward takes it, shot on goal, goes across the face. Oh, unlucky bounce for Palmerston. They'll roll around, kick high. and through for a goal. Levels the scores. No, puts them a point down. Palmerston 2-1-13 to Wanderers 2-2-14. And a good goal there from Brianna Burt.
Yeah, pretty mature second half of this first quarter from Palmerston. They were shell-shocked a bit and they've just composed themselves and gotten back to level pegging. So really, that just shows the maturity of this team, and we'll see how we go. I think both teams will not be wanting to muck around for the rest of this first quarter. They'll just want to get to quarter time, scores level.
Yeah, we'll probably only have about 25 seconds by the time that ball is thrown up of this quarter. Unsure if there's enough time for a goal. But as I said, I think both teams will just try and park the bus a little bit and wait for quarter time. Players just readjusting. That'll be a warning, a 5-6-5 warning against Palmerston. Chewing down a little bit more time, Leo. Ball goes up. A few stats to be added to the stat sheet. Chowder Seville got the hit out. Bush gets a little toe poke. Gee, she's popped it up over the top to herself. Good kick inside 50, but they can't make anything of it. Quarter time, 2-2-14. Wanderers leading by 1 point as they score their first 2 goals of the season against Palmerston Magpies, 2-1-13. We'll bring you the second quarter after this break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in the screen. This is my city, yeah, this is my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
G'day and welcome back to the 2025-26 NTFL season with the Women's Premier League with Wanderers hosting Magpies. The score is 2-2 Wanderers 14 and 2-1 Palmerston 13. Our goal kickers today for Palmerston, we have Dakota Ward with 1 and Brianna Burt with 1. And then for Wanderers we have Janota Kingsley for 1 and Ashanti Bush for 1 as well. Very interesting start, Will.
Yeah, great start for the Wanderers. They hadn't kicked a goal prior to today, and they've got 2 on the board in the first quarter here. I think so far you can just see a lot more discipline in the side, probably a bit better defence as well, all around the ground, and just that will to keep going. I did notice on the bench all of their players throughout that quarter were standing on the interchange gate ready to come on. Previously they've sort of been almost slouching on that bench, just enjoying the time and fearing that moment where they had to just step on the field. So perhaps a change of mindset during the week, but hoping it can continue throughout the rest of the game. Underway here in the second quarter. Ward taps it forward. Perry has been thrown into the middle. Scooped up now. Gets it to Rowe. Perry from about 45 pokes it to full forward. Comes off hands. Neeson is back on the field now. Unlucky with the front and centre, but she rolls around now, snaps towards goal, through for behind, didn't quite get enough on it, and levels the scores.
Yeah, I think Perry in the midfield's the right move for Palmerston, just get a bit of speed for them, and showed there she just burst out of the stoppage, and Palmerston looked very dangerous very early.
So from fullback, the Wanderers come out. Good mark from Cardona. Typically this has been a bit of their I guess their downfall, and they've just struggled to get it out of their defensive 50. That changed in the first quarter. How will they go getting it out now? Comes over the back. Chowder Seville will pick it up as she runs through. Oh no, she won't, overruns it. Mopping up there, Brianna Burt. She kicked a goal in that first quarter. Good strong tackle from Perry. And umpire calls for a ball up on the wing.
Yeah, I think the pace of Wanderers is really paying dividends. They're really looking dangerous when they get out of the back. Palmerston got to be wary of that.
Chowder Seville crumbs her own ruck work. She's been very good today. Almost playing in the background, just as that ruck roll means she can't play sort of on that half-back roll that she usually does. Magpies now through the middle. They poke it inside the forward 50, finds space. Neesner picks it up, goes a check side to full forward. Runs away from Rowe, through for another behind. Maybe should have looked to pop it over the top to Rowe instead. She had a little bit of space there. Magpies, importantly though, in front. Looking out long. Davey intercepts and takes the mark. No, umpire calls play on. Stripped of the ball by Hardwick. And the umpire calls for a free kick.
Geez, that's stiff. I thought she had that mark and then holding the ball straight away, but oh well.
Looking out wide. That's a good spot there. Marked by Zarella. And then good mark there from Gemma Ellis. She's been a big improvement to this side, a great addition to the side. Carlton gets a fist down, picked up there by Armistead. To the top of the 50 she goes, finds King. Good smother there from Mudge. Now she'll pick it up, run down, gets a kick away. Ward takes the mark at half-back. Magpies can settle here, push it out wide. They've got a 2-on-1 on that wing, so if they can just hold, she can push it out to Golowin on that wing. That's where she goes now. Carlton's running through the middle of the ground. She sort of stopped a little bit. Instead, Golowin has to poke it over the top forward. Now it'll come through to Carlton. Gets a handball away, although she gets it straight into the hands of Gemma Ellis around the opposite jumper, and her kick, unfortunately, goes into the hands of Ward. She opens it up now. Goes in that centre corridor, gains some ground. Could and should have been a mark, you'd think, to Georgia Davey there, but Perry's running through now trying to win the ball. Davey comes up now, gets a handball away to Rowe. Umpire calls for a free kick, and it will be in the hands of Perry about 45 metres out from goal.
Yeah, Ward's dominating this quarter for Palmerston. She's everywhere. She's reading the play really well. She's dropping back and taking intercept marks, so I think Wanderers want to pay a bit of a closer eye onto her because she is tearing them up so far.
She kicks it now into the pocket. Umpire calls play on, spills through the hands there of Burt. Now down the line, Shields couldn't take the mark but gets it out to Ward. Here she comes now into the centre of the ground. She goes looking for Murphy. She plays on, a bit of run on her into the pocket. Comes off the hands of Rowe. Davey waiting for it. She gets a check side away. Is that going to go through? It will, but only through behind.
Yeah, Palmerston really set up a strong defensive wall to start off here. Wanderers are really struggled to get it past halfway, but they have still looked dangerous this quarter, so they want to maybe get a few easy marks here and just try and peg their way through slowly because the skills have been on today for Wanderers.
Starting to pepper the goals here in this early part of the quarter, Leo, but they can't get it through the big sticks just yet. Comes off hands. Davey gets a handball out over the top. Now, out to Zarella. Good kick. High contact. It'll go downfield. So Chowder Seville will have it on half back. Kicks it into Ward. Again, just showing her influence. And now running through Aisha Thomas. She goes inside the forward 50. Can't spot a target, though. That's a great defensive mark, though.
Yeah, Wanderers back line still holding up really well. No easy shots on target for Palmerston, and that's a great kick.
Good kick to centre half back there. Jessica Lloyd with the ball in hand. We're not sure if that was a good one. It found its target, and Ellis in the end, she had to work for it, though. Breaks through a tackle and gets a kick away. Bounces into the hands, and then socket forward. They could be on here. Burke gets it back. Now I think this might be Kingsley again. She goes inside 50 to a one-on-one. Top of the square. Bush takes it. Tries to sell a bit of candy. Rolls around. Kick away through for a goal. She's got her second, and the Wanderers, they're on something today.
Yeah, Shanti Bush has been the focal point of that. She has been outstanding to start this game. That's a fantastic goal. Great. Yeah, great goal there. Look at the strength of her just shrugging off 2 tackles. That is absolutely fantastic. So Wanderers, that's a huge goal, and Palmerston will be kicking themselves for missing those few goals they had. So yeah, Wanderers back in front. Yeah,
it's really could come down to the opportunities that they have and the opportunities they take, Leo. As you said, 3 goals, 2-20, the Wanderers lead. Palmerston 2 goals, 4. That could easily be flipped, and 4, even 5 goals. A few easy ones gone missing. 4-point lead to the Wanderers. Can they keep the momentum going? Make the most of the wind in their sail. Tap down by Rowe. Magpies get it forward very quickly. Ward impacts the contest. Now comes through. Cotter almost stripped to the ball. She was. Magpies under heaps of pressure in their forward line. Nothing's coming easy for them, as Gemma Ellis will come to the bench. Ball now in the centre corridor, up for dispute. About 25 out from the Magpies' goal. Nervy times for the Wanderers, but a good kick will get it out of the danger zone momentarily. Handball back in the corridor to Neesner. She's run down, just got boot to ball, but didn't really have an impact. They have another runner on the outside if they can get it out to her. Ball is held at the bottom of the pack. Umpire will call for a ball up.
Yeah, I hope Wanderers keep attacking here. I don't want them to go into their shells and play too defensively. They've looked really, really good on offense, so hopefully they keep this running carry game they've been playing so far.
Neesner, a little don't argue, then she'll kick it to the top of the square. Mark not taken, spills through over the boundary line, just wide of that behind post.
Yeah, I think the numbers that Wanderers are getting to the contest has probably been the main difference. They're just really getting good numbers to the ball. Palmerston have had very few easy possessions, so this is a really good defensive display from Wanderers.
Taken out of the ruck by Ward, and then to Davey. She'll snap. That's beautiful. Straight through for a goal and puts the Magpies back in front. Well done, Georgia Davey.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal. Snapped it on the wrong side. Doesn't matter. That was straight through the middle, and she's in the great spot there. Great hands out, and it's a fantastic goal from Palmerston, and they are back in front now. So we've actually got a great game of football here early on a Saturday afternoon.
2-point margin in favour of the Magpies. A few of their big name players slowly coming into it. Georgia Davey with a goal and a point so far this quarter. Neesner with 2 behinds this quarter. Thought her day could be done early when she came off in that first quarter for what looked like a hip injury, but she's moving pretty freely out there now. And she's been moved into the middle, Leo. It's interesting to see what impact she has. I think she kicked all 3 of their goals in their first game of the season against the Buffs. Notable goal kicker, and just the way that she kicks the ball in that forward line. She's always dangerous. tap forward there by Kingsley. Magpies get it out wide though. Can't take the mark as Golowin on that wing. And then she went get a free kick for a kick in danger just as she fumbled with it. Down the line. Good intercept there from Zarella. She'll pick it up, roll through. Kick looking for, I think that was for Fijo. Magpies wrap it up on the half-back line. Perry with a good, strong mark. She was under pressure as well. She has a player out wide in Shields who she'll get it to. Good work from the Wanderers just to keep it dangerous though. Perry, beautiful smother. Now here comes Bush. She picks it up and through for a behind, but she's been really good at keeping it dangerous today, Ashanti Bush. There's two of them out there, Teddy and Ashanti. Teddy with the 2 goals, and Ashanti's probably been doing most of her work in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, Palmerston might want to put a bit of work into them. They are absolutely dominating. They are probably the reason Wanderers are so close within the scoreline.
Just a 1-point ball game at the moment. Pies off half back. They go into the middle of the ground. Good mark there in the middle from the Wanderers. Great defensive effort. They're not afraid to read the ball as well, Leo. I think too often maybe they're playing man on man, player on player. But today they seem a little bit fearless, which is a good sign for them. Handball will come back. Socket forward. Picked up by Bush. Has to check side on an unpreferred. Instead goes to top of the square. It was touched on the way through. Now paddled forward. Comes back to Perry. In a bit of space. Magpies don't know where to go. Perry gets it back. Now she goes out to the wing. No, to half back, and it's turned over again. So now through Friel inside that forward 50. Carlton, she now takes it on her responsibility to get it out of the danger zone. Pushes it out wide. Golowin wrapped up on the wing. Umpire pings her for holding the ball. Wanderers keen to move quickly. They go inside 50, not a good kick. Carlton takes a safe mark. Looks like she's been moved to half back here, Leo.
Yeah, it's paying dividends. She's reading the play really well, and she's a good user, as I've just put the knockers on her.
That kick goes over a player. Wanderers, or maybe they made the wrong decision there. Handball back from Murphy. Golowin, she now pushes it further down the line. Tapped up. Umpire calls for a hold, so Wanderers will have a free kick. Very, very high half forward, closer to the wing on that far side as we tick towards the 12-minute mark. You're watching AFL and T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. It's a 1-point ball game as the Wanderers look to move pretty quickly from that mark. 60 out, she goes into the forward pocket. Carlton just intercepting everything at the moment. She and Ward are probably the two most influential players on the ground, along with Bush, you'd say, Leo?
Oh, definitely, yep. They're both taking a fair few intercept marks each, and yeah, the two Bushes have just been absolutely fantastic with their offensive prowess as Wanderers have another opportunity.
Looking for a coach in Rhodes, intercepted by Bush, who just turns her inside out. She goes for a shot on goal. What a goal that one is, and it puts the Wanderers back in front.
That is absolutely fantastic. Look at that, great intercept, great body work, and to kick that on the run. She was going pretty fast there, and that never looked like missing. That is absolutely fantastic, and that's great dominance by Wanderers there. They're both teams taking turns in dominating inside their forward 50, and that was Wanderers, and that was absolutely fantastic. So Ashanti Bush, she is absolutely been on fire today, and she's probably taken #1 best on ground after that. Yeah, she's definitely bringing some excitement to the game and some life to this Wanderers side, who for so long have been struggling. But good to see they've now got a little bit of, I guess, character to them as well. There's something exciting about watching them play today. 5 points they go up by. Can they hold it? Maybe even add to it in the last 4 and a bit minutes of this quarter. Umpire will call for another ball up. 10 metres to the good for Palmerston. Ward taps it down. Neesner just soccers it out of there into the forward line. Now with Rowe, she's wrapped up, gets it out to Neesner, who kept running. There'll be a free kick for high contact, and ball is in the hands of the coach, Erica Rowe, to try and steady the ship. She'll push it into Neesner all by herself.
Defence caught napping for the Wanderers there. Niesner looks like she's just going to go back and temper everything a little bit, try and regain that lead.
Yeah, Palmerston have seemed to have an answer for everything Wanderers have thrown at them today, but they still haven't really been able to hold the lead for very long, so this is a big kick, this one.
Good kick. Puts it through, sneaks it home, and just like that, the Magpies get back on top.
Yeah, fantastic kick there. That's great composure from Nisa. That was never looked like missing, and Palmerston back in front, and we've got a really great game here. It's just goal for goal for goal in this second term, and Palmerston out by 1 point. I'd say both teams would go into red time mode and just try and shut it down and get to half time, reset, cool off, and but we should see how we go. It's the one thing we know about today. We do not know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you'd think that neither side would really want too much to change between now and that half-time siren. Palmerston probably happy that they've reclaimed the lead here. Maybe they'd want to add a little bit more to it. I think Wanderers will happily take 27-28 going into half-time here. They'll try and tighten up on their defence and make sure they don't get a replica of that last play. A little bit too easy for the Magpies as Ward almost stripped of the ball there. Wanderers get it forward, but Carlton off half-back. Works into the middle now with Ward, who's under hot pursuit, gets it out to Carlton, who they left alone on the outside. She goes for a dash, now pushes it to half forward. Niesner was running through. Booth got hands to it. Magpies have kept going. Oh, sells a little bit of candy from the paint of 50 into the pocket. Not a good kick there to Ward. And Wanderers have the ball. Oh, just let it go. Now back to Niesner. 25 out. Davey, she's trying to keep the ball in a dangerous spot. And the Wanderers escape danger. Need to get rid of it quickly here. They do, though the kick wasn't good. Comes to Perry through her hands. She'll pick it up, though. Good shepherd from Rowe. And Perry's kick into the pocket will hit Niesner on the volley. No, it won't. Goes beyond her in the pocket. Niesner overruns it as well there. And it spills out for a boundary throw-in. A minute and a half left in the quarter, Leo.
Yeah, Wanderers want to lock it down here. Just player on player, really tight. Don't let any sloppy goals out the back. And I thought Palmerston were really stiff there for that holding the ball non-call. That looked like holding the ball every day, but umpire saw it differently.
Ball comes in, tapped down there by Ellis. Top of the square. Can the Magpies make them pay? Sock it out. Picked up, no. Comes off hands. Wanderers have numbers. Davey, she gets her. Umpire lets that one go too. You can see that time is of the essence. Time is on the mind for both sides. Ward picks it up from the apex of the paint. She gets a handball through to Davey. Tied on the boundary line. That one will go out on the full. Maybe she should have looked to centre it a little bit more and kept the ball alive. Wanderers from here, maybe they can wind down the clock.
You'd hope so. You'd want to be walking back to the mark and just, I reckon, just boot this one down the line. Don't try and be a hero with an inside kick and get to half-time only 1 point down.
Umpire calls play on. Oh, not a good kick. Although the two Magpies players have intercepted each other. Here's Thomas. Tight to the boundary line. It'll be taken over again. They almost need a picture-perfect play to happen here. Wanderers just need to hold tight, keep that confidence up. Rowe taps it down. Good work from the Wanderers to get it through. Oh, ping for holding the ball. So we should have a free kick after the siren here on the half. And the Magpies can extend their lead by a goal. If it's a good kick, it'll be Aisha Thomas. Talk us through it here, Leo.
Yeah, you'd want to just take your time here. You don't have a set time as she runs in. You'd really want to kick this, so just take your time, go through your routine as she has pulled it.
In fact, that one's nearly not going to make the distance it does, and it bounces back into play. So the Wanderers get away with one there. 4-3-27. They trail the Magpies 4-4-28. Really competitive half of footy. How have you seen it, Leo?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this game of footy. I wasn't expecting much coming into this one, but I've loved every second of this game. Wanderers' pace has really shown it. They're getting out the back and looking really dangerous. The two bushes have been absolutely fantastic. They have really set this game alight, and Palmerston have just had a response to everything Wanderers have thrown at them with a 1 point lead, and I feel like Ella Ward has been fantastic for Wanderers, and she has really you'd wonder where they'd be without her. So, yeah, really, really great game of football.
Our goal scorers, Teddy Bush, the only multiple goal scorer with 2, 1 in each of the quarters, and then singles to Ashanti Bush and Janita Kingsley. For Palmerston, 4 singles, Georgia Davey, Dakota Ward, Brianna Burt and Sienna Neesner with their goals for them. We'll bring you the second half after the break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This is my city, yeah, this is my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're in the front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
G'day and welcome back to the 2025-26 NTFL season Women's Premier League. We have the Palmerston Magpies and the Wanderers facing off at 12 p.m. here on a Saturday, and we have Wanderers 4-3-27 to Palmerston 4-4-28, a scoreline not many would have predicted. Will, have you seen this one so far?
Yeah, really good performance from both sides. Palmerston a little bit shell-shocked. I think they would have come here thinking this is how we can make amends for that first week bye and you know, show the competition that we're here, stand themselves on top of the ladder, and it's been anything but simple. They're only leading by 1 point against the Wanderers, who have led for much of this contest as well. Wanderers have really come to play today, probably for the first time this year as well. They've it's been a tough couple of years for them, but they've really shown vast improvements in their structure, in their discipline, in their fight today as well. So I think the message would be keep going and let's maintain this for an entire game of footy. Some good additions in to the side. Goal scorers Teddy Bush with 2, Ashanti Bush with 1, and Janetta Kingsley with 1, and singles to Georgia Davey, Dakota Ward, Brianna Burt and Sienna Neesner. Let's see how we go in this third quarter. Tap down by Ward. Ball still up for dispute. Ward lurking, waiting. Georgia Davey picks it up and breaks through the lines, kicking forward. Carlton's been moved to full forward now. She held her position, tries to pick it up, runs through. Now Davey kept running, gets a handball through to Ward, now back through traffic. She finds Surridge over the top. Ward trying to pick it up. Not going to be the case. Ball finds itself at the bottom of the pack.
Oh, he's found holding the ball.
So ball inside the forward 50 now. Mark can't be taken. Umpire will call for a ball up.
Yeah, Palmerston look on early in this third term. They're working their hands really well through the midfield. Wanderers have struggled in the midfield early. Let's see how we go.
Tap down by Rowe. Carlton in the goal square. Oh, ran into a brick wall. Wanderers have started this quarter with ferocious defence again. That time it was Kingsley. They get it out of there. Wrapped up is Davey, who's just trying to build a wall on that forward 50 for the Magpies. Make sure it doesn't get out. Rowe taps it forward into the hands of Neesner. Taken to ground, ping for holding the ball. Wanderers with a free kick on the half-back line.
Yeah, Wanderers' back line still holding up really, really well. It's probably been their best line today. The pressure's been fantastic. No easy goals for Palmerston this whole day.
Going out wide, looking for Ellis, who had to run back through traffic. Chowder Seville end up with the ball, worked it forward. There'll be a free kick going their way. Chowder Seville was dumped after she got rid of it. In fact, no, it's going to be in the hands of her teammate there, Gianna Zarella. I think this is going to go straight to the hands of Ellis. No, a little bit shy of that. Picking it up there, Thomas. And then grab it along the ground from Nina Dean. Bush, in fact, it's Parryman, couldn't take it easily. She's wrapped up by Ward now. How's the umpire going to see this one? Pings her for holding the ball. Parryman just fumbled at the wrong time with the wrong player in pursuit. Carlton's down the forward line. We'll keep an eye on that. She's in the hands of a trainer. Ball's still in play. Wanderers, they get it out of their back line again, but only as far as Ward. She goes laterally looking for Davey. Can't hit the target. Oh, this is a dangerous spot for them. Ashanti Bush, she overran it as well. Umpire calls play on. Ellis paddles it out. Now, Chowder Seville back to Armistead. And King, she kicks it forward now. Shannon Murphy will run onto it. She's got Bush. Oh, came in very strongly, very quickly, a bit unexpectedly. And there'll be a free kick for head-high contact against Bush going to Shannon Murphy. Who looks a little bit worse for wear. Meanwhile, it's down the other end of the ground. Carlton's still in their hands with the trainer.
Yeah, Wanderers still looking dangerous through that middle of the field. If Teddy Bush can get her hands on it and bust through the midfield, it's pretty scary for Palmerston.
Palmerston here on half-back. Carlton seems to be resuming a spot at full forward, but she's unmarked, so there's an extra Wanderers player somewhere here. Might prove difficult. And Ellis, good intercept there. She taps it forward. Looks like she's going to get it on the fly on the way back through. She goes to full forward now. Comes into the hands. Here comes Ashanti Bush. Rolls it towards goals. Unkind bounce. Thought it was on track until that last little blip the wrong side of the post.
So unlucky. I thought that was going through, but Wanderers looking really, really dangerous here, and I think that makes scores level, so this should be very interesting.
Wanderers survived that first forward flurry from the Magpies, and now they've hit the scoreboard first in this quarter. Kicked long. Sarek on the wing. Gets down the line. Now with Cotter. Torsney couldn't take the mark, wrapped up in a tackle. Kingsley, the tackler, will go back and give another one. Umpire calls play on twice in a row and then pings her for a dumping tackle.
I think fatigue will start to come into play soon, with very hot out there today, and this game has been very slingshot, so players running all day, so I think fatigue will be a big factor soon.
Ball kicked high to half forward. Big hit as she got rid of the ball. Now onto the wing. Wanderers looking to break away. Here comes Kingsley. She's been really good today as well. Good kick. Finds a target at high half forward. They've got a 2-on-1 inside forward 50. She's found Bush. She can roll around if she wants to go to Burke, or she's going to go back and take the responsibility on her shoulders herself.
Yeah, why wouldn't she? She's been that good today. She's been kicking them pretty sweetly, so we'll see how she goes here. This will be huge for Wanderers if they can get the first one of this third term.
This would be for her second goal. It's cleared the pack, but it's touched a boot on the way through. Umpires are going to have a conference nonetheless.
There's a free kick.
So no score, but a free kick in the goal square.
And this should put Wanderers up by a goal, touch wood. Yeah, this is huge by Wanderers. This is some they've looked really dangerous going inside 50 today as she puts it through. And yeah, this is fantastic by Wanderers. They're using the corridor really, really well and getting some, and players just rushing back and had a really open forward 50, I should say. So this is fantastic, and Wanderers up by a goal and a point, which is pretty dangerous heading almost halfway through this third term.
Linta Fijo with her first of the afternoon. Bit quieter today than usual. She's usually sort of up there in the best on ground for Wanderers, though in saying that, that's often on the end of a 100-point hiding. Good to see her get involved. Kicks the first goal of the third quarter.
I wonder how many goals Wanderers kicked in the past couple of seasons. I don't know, it can be more than 5, and they've kicked 5 in 2 and a bit quarters today.
Ward taps it down. Parry then gets it back over the top to Ward. They can build on this here. No, they can't. Wanderers just keeping their pressure supreme. Perry now takes it inside 50. She goes looking for a target. Carlton out of the goal square. Beautiful mark, and she's looking a bit ginger just as she limps on that right ankle by the looks of it. A little bit of tape under those red boots. Gives it off to Niesner. Niesner, that's a good kick. Is there enough on it? Still alive. Wanderers get it out of there. And a good safe mark will go the way of Schober. She's looking now for Arfat. Davey inside the centre corridor. She's got numbers if they can work it out. Goes to Ward. She's run down and stripped. That's got to be holding the ball the way they've been paying them today. Good consistency there from the umpires. Ball goes out of that defensive 50 now. A little bit of a foot race. It'll go towards boundary line. She needs to get it before it gets there, or it'll be the lasso rule. She just gets there in time and then kicks it back in board. Not enough on it. Perry takes the mark. She plays on now. Inside 50 she goes. Decent fly from Niesner. She picks it up, sells Candy around no one, gets a handball forward. Ward breaks through. Picks up the ball, kicks over the top, and through for a goal. Magpies reply and level the scores.
It's been the tale of the day. Just Wanderers score a goal, Palmerston respond, and this has been a fantastic game of football. And yeah, really good by Palmerston there. They dominated the inside 50s. Yeah, so this is fantastic. Yeah, how do you see this one ending out, Will? I don't know. I can't really pick a winner at the moment. It's just goal for goal.
I'm hoping we stay goal for goal. It'll make for a fascinating finish, and the romantic in me wants to see the Wanderers get up. But we'll see how it pans out. 5 goals 4 to 5 goals 5. So Wanderers maintain that 1-point lead halfway through this third quarter. Punched forward by Rowe. Davey sockers it off the ground. Magpies go forward again. Good defensive work there. Burt has just kicked it straight into a player on the mark. And now Booth, she tried to get it out of there. Her kick was smothered as well. Ward ran off with it and come back to Booth. Not a good kick. Well beyond her teammate. Thomas picks it up, gets a handball through to Neesner. She's a long way out, goes again to full forward. Ward just lands in her lap. Can she make it 2 in a row?
Yeah, you'd back her in from here. This is a bit worrying for Wanderers. Palmerston have dominated this third quarter so far. Oh, and she's given it off here.
So finds a player all by herself. Poor discipline from the Wanderers there. And it's going to be Matei Golowan, who's been very handy on the wing.
Yeah, I think Wanderers need to get Ashanti Bush back in the midfield because Palmerston have been dominating out of the midfield as she misses out to the right there pretty badly. No mark taken.
Spills over the boundary line. Perhaps Ward should have gone back and kicked it herself. Tight game, tight contest. So that score has readjusted to 5 goals 4 apiece. Maybe that's where you want your leaders standing up and kicking truly. Ward in the ruck here. Taps over the back. Kick from Neeston will go high. Mark taken again on that last line. Bridget Gibson with ball in hand. She'll play on. Kick it out wide. Wanderers have the numbers here. A little bit held up at the moment. They can't seem to find their mojo leaving that defensive 50 as Palmerston take it back into that centre corridor. Clears the pack. Maybe there's an opportunity for the Wanderers to come down this near side. Great smother there. Can't keep the ball going forward. Now picked up by Golowan. Kick just goes its measure. Finds itself in the lap of Tiff Parryman.
Not much to kick to here. She's probably just going to bomb it down the line.
So she goes down, finds Angel Arfat. Now goes to King. And we'll have a free kick through that lasso rule as it bounced off the Palmerston player. Going to King. Umpire will bring her back again. Didn't quite get to her mark.
Good build up here from Wanderers. They've hit a couple of kicks, gotten a couple of free kicks, and now they're on centre wing. So this is what they need to do here, trying to break their way through Palmerston. Doesn't always have to be just guns a-blazing.
So King looking down the line. What has she got? Goes a little bit of a barrel if you don't mind. Ellis takes a good mark there. 70 out from goal. Goes laterally. I think she was shaping up for a torpedo there too. Maybe that's the flavour of the quarter. And it's going to be a 50-metre penalty. Tatiana Perry's just jumped over the line in her attempt to impact the kick. So Sophie Armistead will be inside 50. Talented football, a lot of experience. She can kick it. The question is, will she?
Yeah, if she kicks it, it'll be huge. It'll be Wanderers a goal up with about 4 minutes left in the third term, and that would be absolutely massive. And probably Tiana Perry just got a bit excited there. Really wanted to smother that ball and went a bit too early. That was definitely a 50-metre penalty.
So in comes Armistead. This to regain the lead. Comes in, good kick. Kicks truly, and they're up by 6 points. Wanderers are on here.
Oh, they're up and about and wide, and so they should. This has been fantastic. A really mature performance in this third quarter, I think. Palmerston definitely dominated possession and inside 50s, but Wanderers have just been fantastic with their response, and that was a really good entry. Really good build-up play along the wing. All their big names are getting their hands on the ball, and in this third term, neither of the Bushes have had much of an impact. It's their other superstars, it's their other stars that are standing up, so this is fantastic, and I think I'm going for Wanderers as well. I think I've pledged my allegiance.
So momentum would suggest that Palmerston still have another goal in them this quarter so far. 2 goals each in the first, 2 goals each in the second, and 2 goals won in this third quarter. Ball goes up, tapped down by Ellis. She'll go down and do the roving as well. Umpire calls play on, still yet to be taken out, and we'll have the ball up in the middle of the ground.
I think the smaller ruckman from Wanderers has actually been a good play. It's almost like an extra midfielder when that ball goes to ground, and it's really helped them in the contest.
Intercepted by Davey. She breaks through. Now goes to full forward, goes over the top. Carlton, the play's just been left in her dust. Carlton comes in and she kicks that second goal for the quarter for the Magpies and levels the scores yet again. Her first, and the Palmerston Magpies move to 6-4-40.
Goal for goal again. Wanderers score, Palmerston answer, so really don't know how this one's going to end, but we've only got about 2.5 minutes when this ball gets thrown up left in this third term, so I'd say both teams are going to go player on player here and not risk anything, but both teams have looked really dangerous out the back, so I think just both teams get a bit tighter defensively. Yeah, the scoring could dry up a bit, but this has been a really entertaining game of football, and Carlton, I think that's a good move, putting her to full forward. Very, very dangerous, really good one-on-one.
She's just come off on the bench, still with a pretty heavy limp on that ankle, so maybe they were hoping to get a goal out of her and then bring her for a much-needed rest. She's going to head straight into the cool room there. Get some work from the trainer. In the middle, Ward paddles it forward. Magpies look pretty keen to surge forward. Instead, the ball pops out over the top, the Wanderers' direction instead. Good pace there, coming through. Oh, brilliant run-down tackle. Got boot to ball, so umpire calls play on. Nearly picked up. No, it is picked up in the end by Cardona. They go to full forward. Teddy Bush at the fall of it. Paddles it through, running into an open goal. Can she kick her third? She does. Wanderers up again. Instant reply, this time going their way.
What a fantastic game of football we've got here. This is absolutely phenomenal. Just really exciting slingshot footy. This is what NT footy is all about. And Teddy Bush has been an absolute superstar at full forward. And she's just one-on-one. She's almost unbeatable. Her strength, her speed, and she's just been so clean today. She's picking up the ball with one hand, whatever she wants. And other than that early miss, she's had a pretty perfect performance today. And Wanderers take the lead yet again. And we have about 1 minute to play, 2 minutes, sorry, 1 minute to play in this third term. So hopefully Wanderers can keep a clean sheet for going into the fourth.
Bush, one of 4 players coming from the Arnhem Crows, along with Ashanti Bush, Angel Arfat, and Janita Kingsley. Shout out to them tuning in today, cheering on their girls as Sienna Neesner for the Magpies works it forward. Tap down, Georgia Davey. Oh, big strong tackle from her. She's been really influential today when she's been in and around the ball. Now Ellis, she too has been good. And the Wanderers get away out that fast, out this near side. Won't be marked there by Braun. 30 seconds left in the quarter. What can be made of it? Murphy kicks it inside the forward 50. It's going to be marked, and safe hands there from the Wanderers. They'll come out this near side. Oh, turns it over. Here comes Dakota Ward. Needs to be quick. The kick won't meet her target on the full, and you think that's going to be it for the quarter. They go down into the middle of the ground. It is here. Perry picks it up, runs through. Oh, taken to the ground by Bush, and there goes the siren. So Leo, the Wanderers, 6 points to the good, 7-4-46, leading the Magpies 6-4-40. What a quarter that was.
Oh, that was fantastic. That's NTFL footy at its best, and Wanderers are up by a goal. I predict them to kick 1 goal today, which I was pretty ambitious, and they've kicked 7, and they're in front of 3/4 time, so I cannot wait for this fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show ahead. Make sure you're staying tuned for the final action as the Wanderers look to defend their 6-point lead.
We're for being in it together. like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
Bertie?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, 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 up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
G'day and welcome back to the 2025-26 NTFL season with Palmerston taking on the Wanderers, with Wanderers 7-4-46 to Palmerston 6-4-40. Wanderers up by a goal and in the last term. Will, do you believe that?
Look, I think that Wanderers can hold on. I think there's a little bit of a character test coming up for them. They've managed to keep themselves in the game for 3 quarters. They've added 7 goals to the scoreboard, which I think is a lot more than they kicked for the entirety of last season. Now it's just a question of can they keep fighting it out? Can they follow their belief? Magpies also have a bit of a character test as well. I think they would have come in here thinking we're a much better side. What can they do? Are they going to fall over when the pressure gets too much, or are they going to pull their act together and come out and potentially blow them away? We'll see in about 18 minutes' time.
Bring it on.
Who do you think is key to this final quarter, Leo?
I think Ashanti Bush, I think if she can really take over this game, then it really could pay dividends. Same with Tadisha Bush down there. And then I think Ella Ward and Miss Perry will be the keys to this final term as we get underway.
Ward got that first hit out. Wanderers got the clearance, but it'll be Magpies with the mark at half back. Now with Thomas, she wheels around, pushes it down the line. Won't be taken there by the Magpies player running off half forward. Ellis, she's been really good today. Just been a solid performer all afternoon. Works it forward, and then Cotter, I think it was, where Davey kicks it forward. Comes into the hands, handy bounce for Desage. Niesner putting some pressure on. Wheeled around there by Scober. Perry puts an impact on. Scober gets a handball into space. Ellis has 2 to beat. In fact, it's Lloyd, and she does beat them. Well done, Chow to Seville, now also trying to muscle her way through. Almost being held there by Thomas. Umpire lets it go. Chow gets a handball over the top now, and into Zarella's hands. She pushes inside the forward 50. Bush can't take the mark, gets up pretty quick though. Applies the pressure now. Here comes Ashanti Bush. Snap towards goal. Top of the square. It'll keep rolling. She'll chase it up and soccer it through. Wanderers extend the lead out to 12 points, and they are looking hot at the moment.
Oh, the 2 Bushes, they've been absolutely fantastic for the Wanderers today, and that was on display right there. That was a really good fight there. She got back to her feet super quickly, got it forward, and then finished it off. And I think that was Teddy Bush to put that through.
Ashanti Bush in the end it was. I think she followed up her kick, and that's her second for the day. Between them, Leo, they've got 5 goals.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Palmerston want the next one, or it could be curtains. So this is outstanding by Wanderers, and I think this next goal is absolutely pivotal. Wanderers,
for the first time in a long time in a game in the fourth quarter, how will they live up to the expectation? Magpies, we know they came in with just 3 on the bench rather than the 5, so a little bit undermanned, and a few injury concerns to some of the players out there throughout the day too. Perry, she picks it up. Umpire lets it go again. Ellis pushes it to half forward. Will bounce into space. King will try and get to it first, and she will. Just put the pedal to the metal to get to it. Now in a nice little pocket of shade as the clouds come over the top. That'll be some welcome relief for the players out there. The Magpies get it out of the back line. Comes back. And I think that's Thomas again over row. She pushes it across, but it goes into the hands of Yaley Chow to Seville. Umpire calls play on. Handball out wide. And there'll be a free kick for high contact.
Still plenty of time left for Palmerston yet. They don't have to panic. 2 goals can come very easily, especially in a game like today.
Good long kick inside the forward 50. Bush the target. She ends up crumbing it. It just popped into her hands. She pushes it out wide. And then a snap towards goal offline. Will come back into the hands there of the defender on the last line. Oh, good duck just to get through the contact there. Pushing it out wide. Not marked by Chow de Seville. Davey paddles it out and then picks it up without breaking stride. Very good passage of play. She kicks it down the wing, looking for a teammate there in Cotter, who's taken over the boundary line. Ball stays alive, worked it out there and goes down. Now coming through Cardona. She's got a few to beat. Now she'll have to put on the pressure. She kept her feet but gives away a free kick in the motion.
Yeah, another great defensive display by Wanderers there. That was a great tackle there, and they won it back, even though they're giving away the free kick. Their back line has been instrumental today.
Thomas, she's come alive in this last quarter. This second half has been really good for her. As a Wanderers player down in their forward line, we'll keep an eye on her. Meanwhile, in the middle of the ground, Rowe pushes it out wide. There's a player by herself. Well, it's the Wanderers player who seems hungry at the ball. She's got 2 to beat, no help at all. The kick will go back inboard, finding Rowe, who will play on in space. She now goes to half forward, looking for Ward, bounces off her chest. Running through there are Fat. Earns herself a free kick. In fact, it's going to go to her teammate. And Lloyd pushes it down, finding Kingsley a little too easily. She'll roll around, kick it to half forward. Big long kick. Mark not taken. Numbers there in favour of Palmerston. Good, great attack on the ball though. And then just hacked it off the ground. It will find itself in Perryman's arms. She'll kick it out wide now, looking for Ellis. Got a kindish bounce in the end and makes it work for her. And now inside 50 she goes. Picks out her opposition in to Neil Shields. And now she goes out wide. Magpies haven't been able to break through their forward half this quarter yet, really. Murphy pushing it into the middle of the ground and then taken by Davey, stripped without. Umpire lets it go. Good attack on the ball from the Wanderers again. They give away a free kick for high contact. Looking for Ward. Good fist from Parryman. Gets it out to Perry. Gets around one. Now lines up the goals. Pushes it to the top of the square looking for Carlton. Good defensive work there from Fijo and straight. Nearly through for a goal from the Magpies, who were lurking at ground level, but they've taken it over the line. Safety of a point.
Yeah, a lot of players coming to the bench, very exhausted. This whole game has taken a toll on them, a lot of running, so fatigue is going to be big. So hopefully no silly mistakes from either teams.
Speaking of mistakes, they turn it over to the most dangerous player in black and white, and Ward, who then has a mistake herself, fumbles it, drops the ball, needs to get a handball away. Lloyd, in fact it's Gibson now, gets it out. Schober, and the Wanderers are away. That could have been costly for them. Not a good handball. Running back through traffic there was Sarek. And then Murphy kicks it into the forward 50. Good mark from Perry. Umpire tells her to move. Gets around her opponent. Will improve the distance. Kicks towards goal. It's gone through. Reduce the margin to 5 points now. 7-5-47. Palmerston Magpies trailing the Wanderers 8-4-52. And Perry kicks her first.
Yeah, I reckon if there's anyone to change this game for Palmerston, it's definitely Perry. She's looked dangerous all day, but I think she's had a bit of an almost day. Hasn't had that moment. I think that was it. Just getting around the player on the mark and then slotting that from about 35 out. That's absolutely fantastic. And Palmerston right back in this and can take charge with one more goal. So I hope, and now it's over to Wanderers. What have they got left in the tank?
Just under halfway through this final quarter, Leo. Plenty more twists and turns to come. How will both teams deal with the pressure? Flags heading to the right of screen pretty strongly. That's the goal scoring end. It's also the Magpies end. But it was the Wanderers who struck first early, which will give them a bit of wind in their sails. Perry puts a tackle on. Ellis wrapped up. Took possession. Umpire's going to call their foul on the ball. It's consistent. I think it's a little bit tighter than you'd usually see in a game than what we've seen today, Leo.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing it consistently though. The players know what's going on as Ward takes a mark about 35 out.
Just kept napping again, the Wanderers. They got sucked up a little bit into that contest and Ward snuck forward. She'll now line up. This would be to put her side back in front.
Yeah, I've actually really liked the umpiring today. It's really improved the pace of the game. Not so many stoppages. It's been really slingshot, and I think being really sharp on it, holding the ball's worked well, and they've done it all day, so credit to them.
In comes Ward. Good looking kick, but it fades. Through for a point.
Yeah, Palmerston have done this a bit today. They've had dominance, periods of dominance, but haven't been able to put it on the scoreboard. And that's a credit to Wanderers' back line, but hopefully Palmerston can show a bit of class and put some away this quarter if they're going to dominate like they have for periods of this game.
So coming in from fullback, this here's Gibson. She goes long down the line. Kingsley can't take the mark, goes through her hands. Davey with the ball in her hand, rolls through one, gets a handball away. Now with Cotter, she's trying to work her way to the front of the pack. Now comes Carlton running back. There'll be a free kick for the Wanderers for a hold, and just in the nick of time, I think Shannon Murphy was about to blaze away there, which would have given away 50.
Yeah, no need to go quick here in the back pocket. I reckon just slow it down, everyone get a breather. See how they go. Gives the hands off.
Gives the hands off indeed, and that's not a great kick. She finds Murphy. A little bit of kick to kick at the moment.
Bit of a rush of blood there.
Too far out to score. Looking for options. Good centraling kick. And now Wanderers make the most of it though. Fiji on that far side kicks it out to no one. And Sarek will pick it up, rolls around, gets a handball over the top to Perry, made her work for it. She goes inboard now looking for Thomas. She gets into that centre corridor, lines up the goals, kicks to the top of the square, comes off hands. There'll be another free kick going the Wanderers' way again.
Yeah, forwards need to be worked up a bit, I think, here for Wanderers. She had nothing to kick to there, absolutely nothing. So I think they just need to present a bit better so they've got something when they need to exit because they are under siege here by the Palmerston Magpies.
10.5 minutes gone, nearly in this final quarter. Oh, that's smothered off the boot. Carlton now popped up over to Burt, top of the square. Can the Magpies get one through this time? Comes off hands. Umpire calls play on. Kicked out of there. Chowder Seville impacts Perry's mark on it. Perry gets it over the top. Here comes Ward running through. That one goes across the face as well. The other side, in fact, it's through for behind. So they're just edging closer and closer. 7 goals, 7 they are now. 49 trailing the Wanderers 8-4-52. As you're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. Parryman at fullback will play on quickly. Into the pocket she goes, looking for Ellis, just in the nick of time. I think that might have touched blades of grass, but not enough for it to be considered play on. But the kick isn't good, and she finds Carlton 45 out on an angle. She goes into the pocket and finds Niesner, juggles it, but she takes the mark in the forward pocket, and this was within range, Leo.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, she had a great set shot earlier in the day, and Wanderers just a bit of panic stations at the moment in the back line, which is uncharacteristic of how they've been today. And this is a huge kick. It'll make it pretty difficult for Wanderers with only about 6 minutes left if this goes through. On a pretty tight angle though.
So in comes Niesner. It's high. It's going across the face for another behind. 2 points they trail by now.
Yeah, Wanderers would definitely want to get it out of this forward 50, but Palmerston want to put one of these away because if Wanderers go end-to-end and kick a goal, it would be pretty heartbreaking.
Paul Murray be biting his nails off at the moment. It's a very close game here, just 2 points. They've been down the bottom for so long. It's been a long time between victories for the Wanderers. They can't get it out of their back 50 though. They're under assault from a strong, willing Magpies forward line, and there'll be a free kick going the Wanderers' way again. A little bit of discipline has been costly for the Magpies in this last quarter.
See what she does here.
Kingsley kicks it long. Oh, it'll land in a Magpies shirt. It's with Nina Dean, who's been pretty good on that half-back line today. She goes inside that centre corridor looking for Parry. Paddled forward now. Picked up there by Thomas again. Umpire calls play on. Bush will take it. She's gone missing this quarter since she kicked that opening goal, but she works it forward looking for Arfat. Teddy Bush puts a strong tackle on it. It'll come back to Armistead, who'll just kick it long into space, hoping that Burke can run onto it. You'd think she's going to get there first. No, she went to offer a Shepherd, but her defender was too quick. Teddy Bush picks it up, gets a handball out, will get it back. No, it's kicked forward into the pocket. Bush is running onto it. She'll get to it first, picks it up. No, fumbles with it. Kayla Mudge is putting on a lot of pressure. She just gets it to the hot spot. It rolls through, still alive. Now goes over for a point.
We have 4 minutes left. This is where you want it if you're a Wanderers supporter. And they look dangerous there. They just couldn't quite hit a target there, but hopefully they can set up this wall, maybe push up the backman a bit and just lock it in here for these last few minutes.
They play on from full-back, the Magpies. Both sides have struggled getting out of their defensive 50 today. How easy will it be for them here? Not a good kick. Wanderers have numbers, though they're very tired. Numbers by the looks of it. Fijo, she tried to put it on, and now the Magpies are running away. They kick it long down the line. They need to score. Neesna, she snuck through. Oh, brave from Fijo. She had to make a decision. Looks like it was the right one. She wins the ball, gets it out of there. Match-saving play there from Fijo. The kick will find a Magpie in the middle of the ground on the wing. Comes out to Davey. She runs, she kicks inside the pocket. Now looking for Cotter. Takes the mark in the pocket. Very tight angle. She's looking to pass it off. Takes Neesna, and now she's within range again, but she hasn't had her kicking boots on for a lot of today. Just the one goal.
That was fantastic by Fijo there before, leaving one of the most dangerous players on the ground out the back, but didn't result to much as it comes back in, as Nisa has a shot on goal where she kicked one from early in the second quarter. Let's see how it goes to put Palmerston in front with just under 3 minutes to go.
Davey might have hurt herself, potentially just cramp it. Back onto the play, and Neesna's kick across the face through for a point. Back down to 2 points. Davey just cramped by the looks of it. She's up and about now. Daring run down this wing a few moments ago. Couldn't result in a goal. 2.5 minutes. Parrington will take it into the pocket. Chews up as much time as she can. Now she's looking for Fijo. Davey breaks through one, gets a handball to Neesna. Another opportunity. Can she put this one through? What a kick across the face though, and another behind.
She's had such an almost day, has Nisa. She has had so many opportunities where they look like they're going to be goals of the year, but they've just missed. And now we have 2 minutes left for Wanderers for their first win, and I actually can't tell you how long, but this is fantastic. 5
points to Neesna's name by my count today, along with 1 goal, so she's had the opportunities. 7 goals, 10, 52 to the Wanderers, 8, 5, 53. Clock is counting down. The Wanderers just need a little bit of control outside of their back line. They've gotten a mark here. If they can get a mark on the end of this chain, then it'll put them in a pretty handy position. 1 point their lead. The slenderest of margins. Down the line they go. Ward tries to break through with the ball. Wanderers have numbers. Will come out now. Armistead fumbled it. She gets a handball out. Now with Zarella. She kicks it down the line. Will be marked by Leahy Chow de Seville. Been part of this side for a long time. She goes down the line looking for Ashanti Bush. Just kept napping at the back of the contest. Her defender's done really well there. And now Parry goes inside 50. Neesna takes a mark. Another opportunity for her beckons. She plays on, tries to sell a bit of candy, gets through. Armistead runs her down.
What a tackle. Oh, that is game-saving stuff. That's almost better than a goal. That is unbelievable. Well done. But can Wanderers hold on? They just need to hold on to the ball for 30 seconds and they have their first win. Nice, that's a smart kick there.
Kick out to the back pocket. Just need to chew the clock. Umpire calls play on. She gets around her opponent. Down the line they go. Spills through Rowe's hands. Bush comes down. Zarella. There'll be a free kick going the way of the Magpies. It'll be in the hands of Torsney. They need to go quick. In fact, it's taken by Murphy. They need a mark from this contest. What can they do? It'll be safe hands, and the Wanderers are going to walk away with their first win of the season. Jubilation for the fans in blue and gold, and just by the slenderest of margins, they hang on. 8-5-53, the Wanderers win by 1 point against the Palmerston Magpies, 7-10-52. Leo, how is this? Did you think we'd get this result when you came in today?
Not in a million years. What an unbelievable game of football that was, and that's just a full credit to Wanderers. They were just under siege that whole fourth term. There was heroic moments everywhere. That chase down tackle by Armistead was just phenomenal, and that was an absolutely cracking game of football. And I think Wanderers are going to celebrate pretty hard this afternoon, and so should they.
Yeah, fantastic effort for them. We'll run through the goal kickers. Teddy Bush with 3 goals, 1 in each of the first 3 quarters. Ashanti Bush with 2. And then singles to Janita Kingsley, Sophie Armistead and Alinta Fijo. For the Magpies, it was singles all around. Marika Carlton, Georgia Davey, Tatiana Perry, Ella Ward, Dakota Ward, Brianna Burt and Sienna Neesner. Who do you see as some of the best players in today's game, Leo?
Definitely Tadisha Bush. I thought she was an absolute just powerhouse up forward, using her body really well, and got 3 goals. Probably could have had a couple more. I'd say Ashanti Bush as well. She was really good, particularly in that first half, and that goal in the last quarter. She set up a lot for Wanderers. And I still think Ella Ward was absolutely fantastic for Palmerston. She did everything she could to get her team over the line, but wasn't quite enough, but she racked it up today. Yourself, Will?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. I think Ashanti Bush probably had a lot of influence, particularly in those first 3 quarters. Faded a little bit late, and I thought maybe they needed to bring her back up into the ground. Georgia Davey was fantastic, just willing herself. Probably didn't have as much as some of her teammates, but everything she did was gold. And loved the work as well of Gemma Ellis in the middle for the Wanderers. But in the end, it was the Muck-Mucks who have broken through for their first win, the club's first win in a senior grade for the year as well. 1.8553, the Wanderers have defeated Palmerston Magpies 7-10-52. A great game of footy to start off this Saturday. We look forward to bringing you many more throughout the afternoon.